Hello, welcome to this update. So we have tropical cyclone Courtney in the southern Indian Ocean. It has strengthened a bit, but it's still lonely there. It won't affect anyone. And there's investing 93S with a high chance of formation and will likely go towards northwestern Australia in the next few hours there. So we still see some storms in Queensland, and those ones we had during the last few days were very heavy and caused a lot of flooding. But now let's see what might happen to this season. So it's not officially a tropical cyclone yet, so we don't have a track for it from the Joint Typhoon Warning Center, but windy does kind of have a track here to spot northwestern Australia tomorrow, so be aware those areas. So here most models take it there towards the coast of northwestern Australia just as a tropical storm, like weak to moderate tropical storm, and other models the same thing as well. And there's here like the GFS and the Canadian, yeah. So for the model runs, the GFS does show like that low pressure there, like 994 approaching northwestern Australia. It goes and kind of makes landfall there, 995, even goes down to 990. Tropical storm goes there, leaves more storms to northwestern Australia, likely Saturday into Sunday, and then dissipates. But still after that, like on April 1st or something, might be still some storms in eastern Australia. So be aware, this goes, and after that, nothing crazy, just more tropical moisture in the north, and maybe shows more rain on the east coast, April 12th or something, but that's too far out. So let's see here. There's like the European model 2 shows that area of low pressure there. And then this goes, it's already Friday there, so this might make landfall like very late today, Friday, or into Saturday there. So this goes, the European does a 991 landfall, tropical storm, and more storms, the remnants of this to affect some other parts of northwestern Australia after that. So this goes still by April 1st, some lingering storms there. From there on to this industrial, like April 2nd, a lot of scared storms through northeastern Australia. So be careful in those areas. There's the icon 2 shows that low pressure there, just weak tropical storm. There's the Canadian as well, shows the Canadian is slightly stronger, like 989 or something, but this does go and leave some more storms there. So stay safe in those areas. Be aware of the storms. There's like the accumulated precipitation from the Canadian model shows more directly on the coast where it might make landfall there, but more some more further south, like those yellowish areas are close to 200 millimeters and like 150 or more on the coast. Until March 30th, does show more areas on eastern Australia of like 50 to 100 millimeters, the Canadian model. So here there's like for wind gusts, the European model shows this system there. Might be slightly larger waves spots there between Australia and Indonesia. This goes and does get itself together a little bit better later Friday, tomorrow, and this will be around in the middle of the night, like Friday night into Saturday in Australia time. So the European does show some 85 km per hour, some 89, some 81. So Friday, Saturday still shows Saturday slightly higher gust spots inland there, and then this goes and still shows some gusts. So until Sunday, the European keeps that circulation going there, and you can see the other one, the Indian Ocean. So this goes Sunday there, and still shows by Monday a gust or two. but then this starts diminishing more. But still later, like on April 1st, might be some fronts in the south, slightly breezier, and then even later, by like April 3rd, slightly breezier, more spots there. So be aware those areas. But here for this system, there's the GFS too, shows like Friday into Saturday this goes, but those winds on the GFS are too weak. There's the icon too, but this won't be a strong system. It'll be like a weak system. Like the icon shows 75 km/gs, and then Friday into Saturday still shows spots further inland, some Hargas, northwestern Australia, and accompanying those storms too. So be careful. Even to 91, the icon shows Saturday night. Then this goes Sunday, still shows slightly higher gusts, some spots there, and then there's this next guy to talk about, but that's another chapter. So be aware. And there's the excess here might do a better job. So this goes shows like this making landfall there, and shows like a pretty neat structure. And then this goes Samei 6 km/gs, Samei 2 Friday. This goes there, and while it goes near Derby and other towns there, Samei 4 km/gs, Samei, and depending on the conditions, might be higher, close to 90 or even higher. And later it does show interior areas, Sahargas, Saturday to Sunday. So yeah, stay safe there. Those areas. Some rainfall totals from the axis until March 1st, until April 1st, because it's March 28th today in Australia time, shows a port of 400 millimeters right on the coast, where it might make landfall, others to 200, even close to 500 the axis, and thus goes still around 200 millimeters, more spots there. Further south, the axis does have like 530, 520, might be exaggerating a little bit, but this is possible as the remnants of this go further inland. So just be aware there are flooding possible, especially where nearby the areas where you make landfall there. So please stay safe. There's the European as well. Has much less, but does have more than 100 millimeters, spots close to 200 further south, and even further south like 253, 202, and does have still next 5 days throughout Queensland, some 89 to 100 millimeters, and still is on the east coast, some more storms, some more from northern Australia, Northern Territory, those showers and storms, and like especially also as for central Northern Territory, spots there some 100, close to 130 millimeters, and does have New South Wales too, some more. So beware southwestern Australia. So there's the icon for the rain, shows a lot in the ocean, especially on the coast of Northern Territory. Be careful. But from the system has worse for further inland, some 245, 164. So be careful if you are along of the path of this with flooding. So 166, 156. So stay safe. The rain there. And the icon is this insane spot in the middle of the Indian Ocean with all the rain from the other cyclone. But yeah, be aware, spots of the Northern Territory and the coast of Queensland, slightly heavier rain too. So yeah, be aware in those areas. Now here for this other system forming, not tropical, but it will become a strong low pressure. So this will still into Friday today, some more storms in New South Wales and Queensland. Be aware of those in the north, especially the cyclone there. but these storms in New South Wales might be heavy too. Does show storms near Brisbane into Saturday, spots of Sydney too, some more rain. So it goes, and by Saturday and Sunday starts forming this low pressure in the ocean there, and Sunday into Monday indicates a very strong extratropical cycle between Australia and New Zealand. So Monday, this goes doesn't look like it's remaining that strong, but does throw some rain towards Tasmania, more towards New South Wales and Queensland by April 2nd. So Wednesday this goes on April 2nd, and this kind of organizes a little bit more and shows this rain bands towards New Zealand on April 2nd, on April 3rd almost, yeah. So shows like Thursday on April 3rd, some heavy rain, especially on the western side there, on like the northern side, whatever you call it. So this goes Thursday into Friday, the 4th, some more storms in New Zealand. So be aware of this system forming, especially because of the wind gusts, shows some strong gusts, spots of southern New South Wales, including Sydney and more areas in Victoria, Sahara gusts. Sunday might be some very large waves from this, and the GFS shows a weaker thing, and the European has this very strong cyclone there, especially the icon. The icon's like massive, so this goes there, it weakens a little bit, but eventually throws that rain towards New Zealand. So be aware, and after that shows some weird things too. So be aware. The rain accumulation does show there, like until Monday in New South Wales, spots close to 100 millimeters, 92, 46, but until April 4th or something, array accumulates a little bit more in northern New South Wales, especially in the tropical areas. So this is until April 1st, array shows more in Queensland, but until like April 7th, shows way more in Queensland, more in the Northern Territory, in the north, and those spots. So still watching for tropical moisture there later. So be aware, there's the GFS too, this New South Wales, next 5 days a lot in Queensland still, and there's the icon more New South Wales, and even close to 100. The icon even has like near Gold Coast, more than 100, next 5 days, and other spots there. The high resolution models here, only for the next 1 day and 3 hours. So until like Saturday morning or something, already shows spots of Queensland like close to 400 millimeters and 200 millimeters. So this is a very high resolution model that captures that rainfall in detail there. So this is possible in my opinion, and if this happens, please be careful with flooding, especially like shows further south, just north of Brisbane, close to 100, another spots there because of those storms. And this one for New South Wales does show already 37 Sydney, but after this time frame, Saturday and Sunday, there might be more. But it does show like central northern New South Wales more than 100, even more than 150. So stay safe there. Be aware with flooding and everything. So they're doing us here Thursday, Friday. I think I already showed you this, but for New Zealand here, like on April 3rd, might be some strong gusts in some spots from the system, but nothing that crazy expected yet. So yeah, stay safe. The temperatures not as extreme, but still kind of. So Friday, especially in the afternoon, this afternoon Friday, close to 40 degrees on the west. Other spots milder there, especially in the south, but still very hot there on the west still shows Saturday afternoon like 42 degrees, 41. So this goes Sunday, still shows some 40s there. So stay safe, drink lots of water, and stay safe. The southeast is some 10, 13 degrees, some 26 degrees in other spots, and South Australia some 30 is true, and other spots more tropicalish. But during the night does cool down more, especially in Tasmania and New Zealand. But Sunday, like Monday afternoon, does show still kind of mild in the south, especially like northern New Zealand close to 20, and other spots there mild, but and in southeastern Australia kind of true, but in the north a little bit hot, especially in the west still hot. So Monday, Tuesday similar thing, some occasional cold fronts in the southwest. March 2nd, on April 2nd, sorry, I have no idea why I keep saying March, and then this goes some 38 degrees still on April 2nd, and still shows like on April 4th, some spots there 38, 39, and be careful, the heat indices as well. And the rest of Oceania does show like still some passing showers and storms, especially Fiji shows next 5 days 63 millimeters, in other spots 35, 52, and especially some small islands there, Lukuni 93, possibly because these values are changing all the time, but there shows some more in New Caledonia, some more tropical moisture, the Solomon Islands and New Guinea. So be aware, especially interior New Guinea and Indonesia, interior parts of Indonesia there, and into Southeast Asia. Be aware. We'll mention more in the Asia video coming later today or tomorrow. But in Micronesia, that shows about 72 and 56, some of the Marshall Islands, but this area here of heavy moisture, like Puro, just south of Palau, and some other spots there, so be aware. But further east, French Polynesia, some passing showers, a storm or two, and some more fronts in Adamstown, but nothing that crazy. Just be aware in Tuvalu and other spots there, some more passing showers and storms, maybe in Samoa, in other areas, and Kiribati, some more showers, especially in the north, but yeah, shows here like uh, these occasional showers, many areas, storms in Fiji and French Polynesia, some passing showers in other spots. So be aware, but nothing that crazy. So stay safe that system, northwestern Australia, and be careful, especially wind and rain and everything.